Instead of transforming, his model just gets bigger.
Whose?
Chris Hansen's.
Why?
How would he transform?
In the Breakers, that's how it works. You play as like Frieza, Boo, Cell, any of like the big bads, and as
Chris Hansen's supposed to be the bad guy?
Yeah, yeah, because he's hunting down the fucking freaks. What?
That's not how the game's set up.
What do you mean?
It's the bad guys trying to destroy all of our survivors.
Oh yeah, but he's hunting down the pedos.
And you're gonna play as a pedo?
No.
Well, you might.
You have
if
the
you
option.
queue up in 1v6.
You have the option to play as Chris Hansen.
Eventually, you're gonna be queued up into a match where you're on the defending team.
Well, then I'll disconnect. I'll be screwed.
That game is so weird. Why'd they do that?
I like the idea of, like, the Cell one, because, like, Imperfect Cell is fucking terrifying, but, like, I don't know, something about fucking Frieza going around doing that shit to a city.
Playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
Oolong shooting Perfect Cell with the bazooka.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you play as Mr. Satan?
That would be cool, going around in a jetpack. Using the dynamite kick.
Why couldn't you play as his attractive daughter?
True. Where's Videl, though?
Whatever happened to Videl?
Spopovich beat the fucking life out of her. Beat the plot out of her.
It's true. She lost all semblance of her personality after that.
Mm-hmm.
She said, wow, that fucking hurt. I'm not doing this anymore.
It's like, alright, you didn't tell me I could lose. Fuck this.
I thought I had plot armor.
Akira Toriyama laughed at his desk. Oh, Spopovich go boom.
He laughs knowing his power scaling has gotten so unbelievably fucked up.
He just forgets and it's fine.
It's true. Krillin can fight God Goku, it's fine.
That's true. I'm sure Videl's probably just as strong now. All of her time with modern Gohan.
Getting fucked by Gohan.
Yeah, she got bell curved. Now she's fine. She's strong. Toriyama increased the power of the rest of the class to be relevant.
Master Roshi was putting in the work.
That was good. I love that tournament power with him.
In Xenoverse 2, Videl's special costume is a swimsuit based on the trendy bikini, which in her case consists of a pink bikini.
Woo!
And then the author proceeds to write another paragraph. Thank you, Dragon Ball Wiki.
What was the paragraph about?
The bikini top features a turtle school kanji symbol,
Yo.
Kame lit turtle, on the top left breast, and she wears a frilled bikini bottom. When wearing a swimsuit, Videl sports her pigtail hairstyle.
Yo, let's fucking go.
Okay. You guys remember Xenoverse 2?
I'm sure it's still receiving updates.
Isn't there a third one coming soon?
No, that was a rumor.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm still playing the second one.
They keep updating my free card game.
I'm sure they'll remaster it for PS5 soon.
It released in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I've been thinking about picking it back up again for streaming, maybe.
Yeah, it's awesome that it's had so much legs.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one and friggin' Fighters both. Like 2017 was Fighters, right?
2018.
2018.
People love Xenoverse 2. It's got a 99%.
Wait, are you sure? Because like you guys played that one while you were still living on Martin Luther.
That's true.
Was it really that long ago?
I think it's 2017. Let's see.
Oh my god. Where does the time go?
I know, right? Holy crap.
I feel like it should have had better DLC, but I can't blame it.
Yeah.
It's
What,
fine.
Fighters?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Like, although I like the choices they made, I just wish there weren't so many clones. Like, I wish they would have just given the new forms as, like, a new ult to the others. Like, give Goku, like, make Super Saiyan an ult, and then give him Super Saiyan 3 as, like, a second ult and shit like that.
Well, it's not like it's like the same character. They all play pretty significantly different.
That's fair. That's fair. They did differentiate him pretty well.
That'd be if like Dragon Ball Xenoverse did like a Goku DLC, then that would be the same thing. But they always make sure the characters play differently, even if you can't have like two teams of different Gokus fighting each other.
I guess I just wanted more joke characters and more weird big picks, like Tenkaichi 3.
Well, Tenkaichi 3 is like 200 characters.
Yeah, I guess
they're allowed to have PyCon and Dr. Wheelo.
Okay, doke. So yeah, it was released like January of 2018. So like,
Told you.
Yeah. So we probably saw like announcements in 2017. That's probably why I was friggin' thinking that.
Because that's the year we started the podcast.
True.
Because that's why we did an episode on Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Because we were excited for fighters.
True. Damn, I forgot all about that.
This is not the Dragon Ball episode.
Sorry.
Dragon Balls can be pretty scary.
This is the scary...
Happy Halloween!
Crossing the Line is not a show intended to bully or harass anyone. Do not go out of your way to mess with the authors who write these fanfics. They make what we do possible. Thanks. Enjoy.
What?
In January.
Happy 2023.
Happy Friday the 13th. To play the spooky music. Let the fog roll in. Clamor on the cymbals a little bit.
Hope you play the scary godmother music.
I'm sure it's royalty free.
I'm sure. We can ask her.
Ask her.
Yeah.
Hey, scary godmother.
Hey.
Can I play your music in my video? Will you
No.
not DMC?
No!
She doesn't even let me finish.
She's already bored.
Do you know how many times podcasters have been asking me for my music?
No.
A lot!
Oh.
Too many!
I'm sorry.
No, you're not!
You're right.
That facade dropped so fast.
She fades away.
Poofs away back to the fucking the fright side.
I knew I should have asked Harry.
He would have said yes.
Harry's a yes man any day of the week.
Illegally.
Give him fucking food. That man is putty in your hands.
True. He's so funny.
Did either of you have some scary godmother fanfiction picked out?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
Me either.
But now I'm curious of the scary godmother fanfictions, if any.
True. I'm sure there's probably... I don't know if it has its own category, but it might have, like, some
Better
just,
have
like,
its own
extraneous...
category, or I'm gonna be pissed.
No, I feel you. I'll throw a fit. I'll fucking sue fanfiction.
Do not throw a fit.
Ooh, where's the scary godmother tag?
I
don't
will
see it.
I will read the first Friday the 13th story.
Welcome to Crossing the Line, a fanfiction podcast where we read, review, and critique fanfiction for your listening pleasure. I'm George G. Pool. As always, I've got my two co-hosts, Elias Viva Vlogs
Hello.
and Stephen Blue Breed.
Hello.
It's Friday the 13th. The ghouls and whatnot are all coming out. Isn't that scary? Isn't that crazy? Super spooky.
It's true.
Yes?
I stepped on a crack and broke my mother's back.
Oh, your poor mother. You don't have a particularly good relationship with her, though.
That's true.
Oh well. Crack.
What are you gonna do?
It would be bad luck if we didn't read some scary fan fiction.
It's true.
Or at least some horror movie themed fan fiction.
The episode just cuts.
The episode gets a big crack in it.
Just a compilation of audio from chiropractor videos.
God, I don't like those where they like wrap a towel around your neck and kill you.
The fucking the ring dinger, yeah.
The ring dinger.
So,
What do
for
you-
those of you, oh, sorry, go ahead, buddy.
What do you think about chiropractors that don't have a license and just open a chiropractic studio?
Like Homer Simpson.
It depends on how they're educated. Like, if they're just one of these guys who fucking watches YouTube videos, because I've seen people who go into a practice and that person will literally look up a tutorial as they're practicing on them.
That's incredible.
Yeah, like, those people I'm not okay with, because those people are apt to fuck you up. But if there's someone who has, like, they've apprenticed under somebody and they just don't have the paperwork for it, then I'm fine. Because like if you can be vouched for someone who's professional, then I'm cool with it.
They're out to help you, Steven.
Oh yeah.
And they're just gonna kill you in the process.
I'd be cool with the Y strap. I want that. I want to try that one day. For those of you listening, the Y strap is a device which decompresses your spine. They literally just put a strap underneath your chin, and it tugs on underneath your chin and the back of your head. And then they do like, I was about to describe, do like this, as if you can see me, but regardless, they pull.
Thank you.
Yeah, they pull the strap really hard, and it basically cracks all the way down your neck and down your spine. Yeah.
And so they kill you.
Every time it happens to someone, their eyes are so wide open.
It also disconnects your spine from your brain.
Just for a second.
Paralyzes you. But just for a second.
That's how they keep you coming back.
The body's self-repair system takes care of it.
The body's system decomposes.
You make a contract with the spine devil. He pops your back.
Stop making Chainsaw Man jokes. I don't get
it. Sorry.
The future devil joke we made earlier is really good. Just wait.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Okay, we'll get there later.
We'll bring it.
Repeat it when it happens in the anime.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very funny, but I'll have to tell it another time.
Mm.
Can I read my story now?
You may.
Go right ahead.
Just make sure it's extra scary, okay?
Yeah.
I'll try.
Set the scene.
Okay. I won't, because I'll be spoiling what the crossover is. The author will have to do that for me.
I love when the authors do that for you. I don't own.
It does start with I don't own, but I'm not going to tell you what the properties are. Chapter 1. No Place Like London. The Eds would sit at school and be bored.
Oh, no.
And Double D would sigh and say, history. Wonder who or what we are looking up today. Eddie, frowning, said, Double D, shut up! Mr. Jackson, their new teacher, said, Now you will be studying Sweeney Todd. And you... No, I think it'd be better as Michael Jackson. Yeah, you're right. Now, you will be studying Sweeney Todd. And you three boys, Ed, Double D, and Eddie. Yes, sir. The Eds muttered all at once.
I'm just thinking about what Michael Jackson would look like in that art style. It's really funny.
All scribbly.
Boiling lines.
Right, holy shit. His face would be so fucking ugly.
It'd be so wide.
Yeah.
You will, continued Mr. Jackson, give me a... What? The grammar's fucked. I can't parse it. Give me
smoothie making machine.
Why would he say that?
Because it's a funny reference to our podcast.
He's Jack Frost. That's the scary part.
Well, listen to the...
He does look like Jack Frost.
Well, go listen to the Santa Claus episode, I guess.
You will give me a 100-page essay tomorrow on Sweeney Todd.
100 pages?
Tomorrow.
Elementary school.
Tomorrow?
He has like a stroke and then says 100 pages. He's like, yeah, that sounds good.
You're not fit to be teaching.
Eddie's gonna pull out his 3 remaining hairs.
Sweeney Todd, his history, his real name. That's awfully specific for 100 pages. I feel like you'd cover that, probably. And what he did in the year 1846.
What did he do in the year 1846?
I'm sure they'll tell us. After class, Eddie said, Sorry, guys, me and my big mouth. I don't even know how to do Eddie's voice. Sorry, guys. Is that closer?
It's really closer. Like gruff and old and whiny.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guy. I can't do that.
It's a hard voice to do. It kills you. It kills the voice box.
Before we go on to the story, here's about the Eds. Ed, who wasn't very bright, had a unibrow, or monobrow as Eddie called it. He was 6 feet tall, even though being 13, he is not 6 feet tall. You can't say that.
That's huge.
And he had a green jacket.
Look, Rolf's even taller than him.
Yeah.
Rolf would be like 6'6".
It would explain a lot. Fucking suffering from elephantitis.
Double
Why are you
D.
so yellow?
Double D wore a ski hat with only 3 hairs sticking out. He wore a red tank top and he loved science. Does he wear a tank top?
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
No, he wears a t-shirt. What the hell?
A very large T-shirt at that.
And he loved science, ... though very weak.
This is true.
Yeah.
He is very weak.
Why
A pro and a con.
What kind of stat is that to assign to this child?
He's really weak.
Smart
Weak in
little
what way?
He's a technical fighter. He's not a grappler, but he's...
Why does he need to have fighting stats?
It'll come into play later when
It's just-
Sweeney Todd tries to kill him.
Yeah, it's his
Okay.
archetype. We need to know for the matchup.
I don't know who Sweeney Todd is.
He's like the demon barber guy.
He's Johnny Depp with the funny hair and he cuts people's throats with his barber knife.
Like Chainsaw Man?
No, he just uses an actual knife.
Oh.
It's like a musical.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah, that's... So, he's not a real man? Mr. Jackson made it seem to be like he's a real man.
I think it's I don't know. I'm assuming it's like a lore thing or legend of some kind.
Might be in this universe. Might be real in that universe. In the Ed and Eddie universe.
If I just search Sweeney Todd, it's a movie and oh no. It's from the Penny Dreadful serial titled The String of Pearls, 1846.
So he's not real.
Well, no, but I guess Michael Jackson thinks he's real.
He's not fit to teach children.
Michael Jackson is so scared of Sweeney Todd.
There's no way he can read 100 pages.
He's gonna come after. He's not gonna come after me, right? If I keep making these kids do research, I'll find out he's not real. They won't be able to find anything, and I won't find anything, and he'll be fine. I'll be fine.
If your essays scam me, I'm gonna assign you even more pages.
Scammy.
I'm not gonna give you any quarters, so stop asking.
Scam me, I'm gonna break your toes.
After class, Eddie said, "Sorry, guys." Oh, I've already read all that. Wait. I'm describing the ads.
Yeah.
And then last, but ever to say not least, Eddie. Eddie wore a yellow shirt, had 3 hairs sticking on his head, and was the leader of the group. They all walked home, and Eddie said, "Double D, why are we at your house?" Double D smiled and said, "May I give you my time machine?" Eddie's eyes went huge. He jumped in, but ignored Double D, who shouted, "No, I haven't tested it yet. Stop, please desist." But when he got there, the machine teleported them.
Oh no.
Paragraph
Just
break.
made that. They couldn't even get Jimmy to Japan, but Double D made a time machine.
Ed, did you push the button? Double D asked. Yeah, I did, Double D, Ed responded.
That's big man.
Oh.
6 foot tall Ed.
Yes, I did, Double D, Ed responded. The Eds, of course, not head face palmed. When the Eds arrived, they didn't have the time machine. Ed, you idiot! Shouted Eddie angrily. Why did you press the button? All the while, Eddie was slapping Ed. Ed, smiling, said, I like chickens. The Eds then saw the street and said to a man walking by, but all at once, What year is it? The man looked at the Eds like they were loony and said, Barking mad, I tell you, it's 1846, so go before I have you committed to Fogg's Asylum. You hear? The Eds ran, and Double D said, No, not Bedlam.
You would say that.
Paragraph break.
You gotta crack into your second LaCroix since we started recording.
Mm-hmm.
We've been having a good time.
You're a bit of an animal.
Though the Eds didn't know it, on a ship right now was Anthony Hope and Sweeney Todd. Anthony was singing. Anthony. I have sailed the world, beheld its wonders from the Dardanelles to the mountain of Peru, but there's no place like London. Question mark. No, there's no place like London. The new singing voice from a man known to Anthony. Mr. Todd? He asked. You are young, the man, presumably Mr. Todd, said. Life had been kind to you. You will learn. The last part he sung. Then Mr. Todd continued. Todd. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it, and its morals aren't worth what a pit could spit, and it goes by the name of London.
There's a hole in the log at the bottom of the sea.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
No. In response to his song, the guy says, Is everything all right, Mr. Todd? Anthony tried again. I beg your indulgence, Anthony. My mind is far from this easy. In these once familiar streets I feel shadows. Ghosts, you could say. Then Anthony asked, We will meet again? And Sweeney Todd continued, saying, You may find me on Fleet Street. Then Sweeney Todd walked as Anthony prepared to go back to his ship, and Sweeney was saying, There's a hole in the world like a big pit. He does the same line again. Eddie, be careful. This is London. There's no place like London, Eddie, annoyed, asked. Is he singing? Yes, sir, Eddie McGee, Ed responded. Double D. London is beautiful and wonderful. Eddie decided to take the background, unaware that London goers, including Sweeney Todd, was watching them sing. The elegance. It smells like rotten eggs. It's chilly, but I like it. How could someone like it? These are like song people.
Yeah.
Eddie, Double D said, annoyed. I'm singing the positives, not the negatives. Eddie was the background singer.
Mm-hmm.
People are watching, aren't they?
Musical number?
Yeah. I skimmed it to see if there was music. It didn't look like there was, but I guess there is. Eddie, now turning red, said, yeah. Then a realization came over Eddie. I'm hungry, is what he said. They found a meat pie shop, unaware of the horror that would await them for several months.
God, a quarter could get them so far back here.
That's true.
Holy
They're asking for a quarter and they're going to be like made fun of. Because that money doesn't exist, but also it's too much.
It's true. It's not even the right money for the place they're at. They're going to be wondering that this isn't a franc.
So the plot of... I mean, I guess I won't spoil it in case they explain it, because I don't want to double explain, but... yeah.
Eddie's gonna fucking scam Sweeney Todd and get his head cut off.
Chapter 2. The Peach Creek kids find a portal / meeting Mrs. Lovett. The Eds...
What a title.
The Eds leaving caused mass hysteria in their home at Peach Creek. People from that place were saying, the Eds are gone? Kevin found the portal and walked right into it. The other kids following suit. What? They can't all go to London?
They didn't even question it. He just walked in and said, oh, a portal.
Michael, do something, please.
Kevin rode his bike into Double D's house.
Michael's like...
And then rode into the portal.
Michael's like, I'm sure those kids are just researching London.
Mr. Jackson.
Eddie was hungry and they found a place. The sign above the door said in big bold letters, Mrs. Lovett's Meat Pies. Ed, smiling like a dope, said, I love pies.
Oh no.
When they walked in, they saw a creepy lady. She appeared to be chopping an onion. She finally noticed them. She smiled and asked, Would you like a pie? Yes, the three Eds said at once. Mrs. Lovett smiled, pulled out some pies from the oven, and blew dust, or whatever the white powder was, and said, Here you go, dearies. It's flour, author. It's flour. It's a pie. It's not dust.
They weren't in the oven. They were in the closet. That's probably still good.
Oh, God.
When the Eds took a bite, they had the worst taste in their mouths. Eddie spit it out with a loud, ah!
This kid hates meat pies.
Double D spit into a napkin and threw it away.
Eddie has never tasted anything that isn't a jawbreaker in his life.
Threw it away, like on the ground? This is like ancient
Yeah.
London. Like
They had
convenient
waste
trash cans.
bins.
I guess.
They would have had some form of like receptacle.
He threw it back at
It's
her.
just not like a bag. Probably like a bin.
And Ed swallowed, saying, delicious.
Of course.
But the other Eds were disturbed when a weird bug or whatever it was came crawling out. Mrs. Lovett said, these are the worst pies in London for you. But here's some ale. The Eds went for the cup and drank the entire thing.
No!
Oh!
You can't give the kids alcohol.
Oh,
It's
no!
just ale. It's old-timey ale. It's fine.
It was a different time.
Yeah.
Ed is gonna get so fucking.
Eddie's gonna say something he shouldn't.
Eddie said, I'm sorry. I was born rude, but I appreciate you trying to help. Mrs. Lovett smiled, but the smile faded when she asked, do you have a home in London? Double D, realizing, said, no, we don't. Then you can live here, she responded. Always wanted kids, I did, but, her voice trailed off. What is it, my lady? Asked Ed,
What
"My
is it,
lady?"
milady?
Using proper grammar for once. I guess that's proper. He would always forget the latter, though. I would need to ask Mr. T, she responded. Mr. T? Asked Double D. Yeah, his full name is Sweeney Todd, but he would be infuriated if someone lived here. Hold on a second, please.
But I'll really sweet talk him.
She went out for... if that's the case on this timeline, I don't know if it'll...
He would be infuriated if anyone lived here. However,
We'll go ask.
I'll smooth it over. A little ST.
She went out the door and up the stairs. They heard voices, but finally Mrs. Lovett came down with a pale-looking man who said, these are the children? Yes, Mrs. T, Lovett responded. Sweeney, smiling for once, asked, would you like to see the Barbary? Kevin, who went in first, ended up in London and saw a sailor walking. Oh, hello, boy, said the sailor. Hey, Kevin responded. What year is it? Kevin asked. The sailor thought and said, it's 1846. Kevin had one thought in his head, and it was, the dork scam actually worked?
Oh, no.
The scam of going back in time.
Welcome to London. My name is Anthony Hope. Kevin looked up from his thoughts and said, and I'm Kevin. It's a pleasure to meet you, sailor. Sweeney Todd showed the kids around, and when Double D saw a picture, he asked, who's that lady? Mr. T turned and said with his expressionless face, that was Lucy, my wife, until... He stopped and told the kids to leave. The Eds shrugged and went downstairs. Okay, this is appearing to just now time to recount the plot of the story of the movie, so I suppose I'm good.
You're
But-
bailing out.
But if Sweeney Todd was upstairs and they ate the pies, that means they ate the dead people he killed and put in the pies.
It's true. Ed just warped down a fucking head.
They ate the dead body.
And they'll never come back.
Michael Jackson told the Eds to go to London, and they did. Now they have to do their homework there and write 100 pages.
He's gonna be so fucking scared. Every kid that's tried to research Sweeney Todd for him disappears.
Yeah.
Oh, Cat's got the zoomies.
Sweeney Todd's gonna go back through the portal and kill MJ.
Oh, no.
MJ. Your cat's eyes are so dilated. I give that story 3 meat pies out of 3.
I give that story 1 bite of the worst pie in London.
I give that story Eddie having to come up with a 25 franc scam in London.
It's funny because that movie is has a whole scamming subplot.
It's true, it's true.
They'd be perfect for that.
Hell yes.
I'll have to read the rest later.
On your own time.
I can go next if we want.
Go ahead.
All right.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I skipped ahead and Ralph also goes to London.
Oh no. Of all the kids, he is the one who will survive the harvest there.
It'll be just like home. What are you doing, dude? Quit laying on the loud plastic bag.
Take it away.
Now he's freaking out. He looks like he's on an operating table.
He is.
Oh god, now he's climbing up. There he goes. He's standing up like a human being. I'm scared.
He's revolting.
He's evolving. Okay, he's backing off. He almost had an existential growth.
Chapter 1. Oh, sorry.
I read a little further ahead, and it really is just the movie, but all the Eds are there standing around.
God damn
I
it.
love when they do that.
Their French cul-de-sac.
All good. Now he's on the table.
Alright. Chapter 1. Bobby was running on the sidewalk. It was very late and he wanted to get home. When he looked down at his watch and it said 2 a.m., he stopped in his tracks. Holy shit! And he looked again to see if he was reading it right. His father and mother had never talked about a specific curfew time since he wasn't even a teenager yet. He knew damn well that just about every town in the USA had one, though. He thought to himself, how the hell would I explain this to Mom and Dad? Then 5 seconds later, Bobby heard this growling and an evil laughter. He started running faster, but he could sense that whoever was laughing and growling was also gaining on him. He tried to sprint hard, but then found himself running in place. All of a sudden, he saw a hand with claws coming down upon him. Then he woke up and let out a loud scream. Hank's
gonna be so upset.
Shut up!
Dang it, Bobby. You can't even leave me. You can't even keep the house quiet when you're asleep.
I was gonna say he's like, Bobby, you gotta learn not to have dreams like me. But I know he does have dreams canonically, so I couldn't say that.
Yeah, there was that whole episode where he kept dreaming about naked Nancy.
It's true.
Wait, Peggy, it's not Nancy. It was the grilling. It was propane.
Propane.
What a freak.
Hank and Margaret came into Bobby's room.
Margaret?
The Margaret, apparently.
You know, Margaret.
Hank yelled, Bobby, you're having a bad dream!
Yelling at him for having a bad dream.
I don't think the author meant for it to be aggressive, but go off.
I can't imagine him saying that.
Bobby, you're having a bad dream!
It took Bobby a few seconds to come to reality, but when he did, he said, Dad, I saw him. I saw Freddy Krueger. Hank said,
Margaret Hill is the... her Peggy's name is Margaret.
Oh, interesting.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Why isn't her name just Peggy?
Drew, I wonder why that even is.
This is funny. Peggy?
Hank said, Well, what a shock. You and your friend decided to watch A Nightmare on Elm Street when the two of you were unsupervised. You know your mother sure didn't approve of that. Margaret snapped, Well, I'm not the only only mother that would disapprove of kid Bobby's age watching that movie. Furthermore, there are dads out there that would not approve either. Hank said, All right,
All right, you win.
Cowering.
All right, Margaret, you verified my point.
Stop calling calling her Margaret. He never does that.
I'm thinking about the Ed boys scuttling around at a faster frame rate than every citizen in London.
Right, all in like a unique walk cycle.
These like old-timey, slow, 10 frame per second black and white people and the Eds running around, causing chaos.
Eddie running with his hands forward. His legs in like a fucking wheel motion.
These cartoon sound effects, like so loud, heard in all these London people's ears. Like,
Every time they turn their head or something, it's like a...
Sweeney Todd's like, stop, get out of my room, stop.
Margaret said, "Your point? Well, I'd like to make a point right here." Hank said, "Oh, look." What the fuck?
Oh, look, what clever children.
Oh, look, what propane. Oh, look out, Dad. Mom is mad as Freddy Krueger himself. Margaret responded, okay, they wrote Hank said that, but it's frickin' Bobby saying that.
Why are they calling her Margaret? Who looked this up?
Who is so dedicated to Peggy that they have to call her by her real name.
Right. Margaret responded to her son sternly. Well, I sure have a right to be considering you knew there was a good chance neither me nor your father would have approved of you watching that movie. But you did it, and as a result, we both had to get up in the middle of the night thanks to your screaming.
This is just a fucking Caillou story.
Honestly.
Except he's a fucking 12-year-old, not a baby.
He had a nightmare and now he's getting yelled at.
Now he's grounded.
Why?
You chose to watch that scary movie and now you're paying the price.
And we let you and now you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Bobby said, well, I've got even more bad news. I think Freddy is real.
Bobby, shut up.
Bobby, that's not something you want to just say.
Bobby, this is real. You're grounded.
Boy, I'll show you something way scarier than Freddy.
No,
Go to your room.
He gets out his glove with 5 belts on it.
I imagine Hank making it in the garage at night and Peggy's like, Hank, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to show Bobby a real fear. He's using every tool that you don't need when all he needs is
every
like...
belt in his closet.
What Hank said, well, I'm sure after the nightmare you just had, he feels very real. No, Dad, he's real. Hank became very aggravated and said, no, he's not real, Bobby. Margaret added, just go back to bed, Bobby, and I don't want to hear a goddamn peep out of you.
Oh my god, they're so hair trigger. Why are they so mad?
They got woken up at like 3 a.m.
He woke them up with his nonsense.
With his nonsense.
With his disgusting child brain. His child imagination.
They let him watch it.
He didn't have to. It's not their fault.
They warned him. They said, hey, you might get scared, and we're not going to deal with it. So you're going to have to deal with it, Bobby.
Pussy boy! Pussy boy!
Loser! You're a loser! You feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should.
Fucking liberals.
Why are you yelling at me?
Let's see here. Hank and Margaret stormed out of Bobby's room. After they left, Bobby said to himself, it's just like in the movies. Freddy goes after the kids, and the adults tell the kids they're crazy. As Bobby laid back down, he wondered, should I dare go back to sleep? He felt his head pounding to the beat of his heart, and suddenly the Freddy Krueger 1-2 song began echoing in his head. Oh no, he could not get that song that the little girl sang out of his head. He put both hands on top of his head, then he started pulling at his hair. Bobby said out loud, This is gonna be a tough fight.
Oh,
Bobby, you don't stand a fucking chance.
He's gotta do it.
He's fully prepared for a war.
He has Dream Warrior powers.
Not like a fucking, like you just turn around and you run away. He's just like, he knows they're going to battle. They're going to duke it out.
Yeah.
And there's a chance he could win.
I'm hanging
But it's gonna be tough.
on to the other side. Oh, Lordy.
You better make a 3D Bobby Hill model so you can mod it into Sonic.
God, I hope someone's gotten Giganto ripped already. I can put fucking Freddy Krueger's head on him.
Put
Yuck.
Bobby's head on him.
Ah!
Put Bobby's face on everybody. Just open the zip file of the game and replace every texture with Bobby's face.
Every texture.
Except for Sonic's face.
That hurts. The skybox just fucking everything. Oh my god. That'd be
Bobby
I
Giss.
forgot about the skybox.
It'd be like Gygus, but with Bobby.
It would be.
Just a repeating tile of his head. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
I've become one with the cosmos.
Oh no. I just realized the Psyloop would also have his face. You could draw a line of Bobby's faces.
Mm-hmm. Well, when the ground is also Bobby's face, does it really matter?
I haven't seen the game, so I don't know.
Well, you just said every texture.
Yeah, so I guess I have seen the game in my head.
Just imagine a Sonic-like shape covered in Bobby Hill's face.
Sonic shifting going on.
His Bobby sneakers. At breakfast time, Margaret served Bobby his eggs with an attitude.
She's still pissed at him.
Well, mister, you caused quite a stir last night.
Oh my god, Mom.
Jesus.
I woke you up for 1 second and you used to yell at me and went back to sleep. I was the one who got a shit night's sleep, Mom.
Bobby said, Mom, this nightmare was worse than a nightmare I had where our mailman pulled his pants down and started jacking off in front of our house.
What?
That's an actual thing.
Oh,
Cool.
Margaret said, I don't want to hear about that rotten nightmare, and I don't want to hear any more about Freddy.
Freddy.
Hank,
You know, Freddy.
Hank commented, at least you didn't have a nightmare where Freddy Krueger jacked off.
He would not say that!
That's true. Any remotely fucking crass verbiage makes him cringe.
When Peggy said vagina, he trembled in fear in the alleyway.
It's
He
true.
ran inside to confront her.
It's true. You're Christ almighty.
Jacked off.
Jacked off.
With his claw hand.
Now don't picture that, Bobby.
If you do, you're grounded.
Oh, God. Damn it, Hank! That doesn't help the situation! Chapter 2.
What a cliffhanger.
That's okay, I have to verify I'm human. Let's see. There we go.
Are you?
I try. Chapter 2. When Bobby got home from school, the only thing on his mind was tonight. Tonight he knew he would have to go to bed sometime. He wondered if he would continue having bad dreams with Freddy. To him it felt so real. He went on the internet and looked for songs about nightmares.
What?
Songs?
Yep, songs about nightmares.
Okay.
He's gonna use binaural beats
Binaural beats to make your brainwave strong. To kill your dream spirit.
binaural beats to kill Freddy Krueger while you sleep.
He found Avenged Sevenfold's song Nightmare, and he began playing it.
Fuck off. Hope you have to sing the lyrics.
I don't know what the song is. He started to sing along when Hank came up behind him.
No.
The next song he started playing was Slayer's Tormentor, and Hank told him to shut off the music.
With his headphones on, Hank sensed it.
Hank smacks his AirPods out of his ears.
You know Bobby doesn't have headphones.
You'd have to hit him so hard to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
On either ear.
He just pops both his ears.
Oh.
That would hurt so fucking much.
He'd be so disoriented.
Its soft spot would crumble.
It's still pretty soft.
That's true. He's fucking clay.
His head is so malleable.
It changes shape every frame, it's true. Hank yelled, "Bobby, you're having nightmares, so I don't think now is the time to listen to heavy metal." Bobby Bobby responded back, "Well, first of all, this is America." He's got you there, Hank.
Go on.
Second of all, I had a nightmare because I watched a movie about a psycho killer who killed people in their nightmares. And third, why do you care if I listen to heavy metal? Hank answered, "How about I call up Tipper Gore and have her come talk to you, young man?"
Al Gore's wife? Why?
"You don't know Tipper Gore."
You calling his bluff.
"Well, I'll tell you something I do know." "What's that?" "I know that I'm going to kill you."
What?
Hank turned into Freddy Krueger, and then Bobby screamed and woke up. Hank and Margaret entered Bobby's room, and Hank said, "Not again, Bobby." Chapter 3.
I'm going to kill you.
I dreamed you were gonna kill me.
No. Wrong.
You got tricked.
You fucking idiot. Bobby knew he had to fight. Rock music got him pumped up, and of course his parents didn't like that he was listening to it. Then again, they were mad that he watched an R-rated movie. Then again, they would be of no help at this time. In southern states like Texas, one is told that their paw will always have the answers and to mind your paw. But a paw can't protect you from a psycho who can infiltrate your dreams. Bobby grabbed his baseball bat and kept it at his side. He just finished his homework and was about ready to fall asleep. The more his eyes started to close, the tighter he held his bat. It was his only weapon, and he knew he had to fight. He soon felt himself drifting to sleep. Soon he sensed the presence of Freddy. He heard the growling. He saw Freddy's hand with the claws about to embrace him. "I'm gonna cut you up slowly." Bobby turned around and stomped on Freddy's foot.
Oh my god.
Freddy grabbed his foot and yelled, "Oh, you little bastard!" while spinning around. And Bobby grabbed his baseball bat and delivered a strike. A strike against Freddy's head, that is. Freddy went flying 100 feet. Holy fuck!
Bobby got yoked in his dreams.
Then Bobby woke up, and he'd been shaking in the bedroom, so his parents came in. "Mom!"
Oh, they hate having to come in.
They're gonna hit him with that bat.
I'll show you how to use this.
You just break your TV with that baseball bat? What is wrong with you?
He sees Hank out cold on the floor.
Oh.
What?
"Mom, Dad, I took care of Freddy. Sometimes a kid has to deal with his own problems." The end.
Well, that's great, son.
Cool.
Hank would be so proud that Bobby did something on his own.
It's true. He'd be so mad if he used a bat against his wall, though.
Put a dent in the drywall.
I rate that story 1 poo baseball invisible 2-frame strike on Freddy Krueger.
I rate that story Freddy Krueger getting kicked in the testicles.
I rate that Freddy Krueger's parry frames being inadequate for the matchup.
He does a spot dodge and then gets hit anyway. Bobby held it too long.
They never expect you to keep holding it. Bobby broke him.
Single-handedly.
Freddy didn't even say bitch once.
That's true, it's upsetting.
What are you gonna do, bitch? You're my bitch now. Remember when he fucked Thrax from Osmosis Jones?
Yeah. Now that you say it in that voice.
The Freddy Krueger voice.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
They fucked in a back alley.
What was that Ninja Turtles one where the thing got fucked in the back alley?
What?
It was like an inflation thing.
Yeah, there was no fucking. Super Boo just went inside of April O'Neil and made her fat.
Oh, yeah.
And said, "This is pretty cool, actually."
Yeah.
And then April was like, "Oh, jeez. This guy made me fat. Bloated, in fact."
Oh, no.
Yeah, and she described it a lot.
Her belt burst open. She could barely walk.
She was very sweaty.
She was very sweaty. Fetishes are funny.
Indeed.
Imagine being so horny you have to write it out on public-facing walls.
Give it to people that you beg and plead with to think the same way you do.
Please read this.
Please feel how I do and make your own content so I can read yours.
You know, we've written a lot of fan fiction too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I go to my profile and I read through all the titles of what I posted, and I'm like, wow. And they get like 2 likes. And a comment that's like, this is pretty good.
I got a notification like just yesterday that someone liked my fucking The Freeze story.
Hell yeah.
I was like, who on earth?
Who is reading this?
The Freeze's fanfiction account.
I get a lot of likes, or I get a relatively large amount of attention on the Shaggy wanders through the frozen waste to eat at the fry shop in Steven Universe.
Hell yes.
That's a classic.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. We got one more story to check out for our Friday the 13th, which has not actually had any Jason Voorhees related stories, funnily enough.
Oh.
That's life. October 25th. Sam, Freddie, and the others were on a plane headed toward Haddonfield, Illinois.
Oh no.
Sam was devouring some ribs she had stashed in her purse. "Sam, slow down, you'll choke," warned Freddie when he saw her eating like a savage. "Mama's hungry," Sam said.
Fuck, I hate iCarly. They're writing this too spot on.
Gibby had fallen asleep on Carly's shoulder.
I thought you wrote that until I remembered we didn't write these. I was like, why would you write that?
Because it's funny.
It's not you, though.
What if Gibby became Jason Voorhees?
There's still time.
Gibby had fallen asleep on Carly's shoulder. He was lightly snoring while Carly was stroking his hair. He woke up and gave her a dreamy smile.
Carly was stroking his cock.
On the plane.
Mile High Club, let's go.
I'm sure it's a private iCarly themed plane.
It has the fucking Carly's face on the side.
As if anyone can see it.
It's so gaudy, like pink and purple.
Yeah, they're funny VidCon plane.
Yeah.
Last night at the motel, it was so wonderful, he
She
said.
is stroking his cock.
It really was amazing, Carly agreed. I can't believe it. We've been dating 8 months and we've never given each other a foot massage before until last night.
Oh, no.
Oh, Gibby, I loved it so much. My feet thank you, Carly said as she looked into his eyes.
How did you guys find these stories? I only found, like, insert movies.
I just looked up one based on a horror character that I like.
Okay.
Same.
I just searched by, like, the franchise.
Mm.
My mom says I'm awesome, Gibby said as he batted his eyelashes
Oh,
at Carly.
no.
His canned response.
She pulled the string in his back.
Squeezed his wrist.
You're so funny and cute, Carly said. She lightly kissed him and curled up against his chest. A few seats away, Melanie was getting to know Adam.
Oh, OCs.
Wasn't... No, that was Mindy. That was the girl that was obsessed with them. I don't know who these are.
Freddie is pissed off. I don't know where he is right now, but he's pissed off.
He's sitting next to Sam, who's eating all those ribs.
Oh yeah, he's mad. Unless he's in the dating her timeline right now, then he's fine.
Oh, Melanie is Sam's twin.
All right.
Yeah.
And who's Adam?
Let me see.
Is that...
Adam is Gibby's twin.
No, that's Guppy.
Oh yeah.
Is Adam the guy that Carly dated in like one episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting to know Adam. These are weird characters. to
Carly's
include.
love interest.
Mm-hmm. For like one episode.
Yeah, I think he's the one who had like the Care Bear collection at the end or something.
Yeah, and then Freddie went, yes!
Yeah.
He was telling her all about his pet rock collection. Fascinating, she said, staring at his lips. She wished he'd be quiet. She really wanted to kiss him. She didn't like scary houses and she wasn't fond of his project, but she liked Adam very much and couldn't wait to be alone with him. Do you want to see Henry, my best pet rock? Adam asked Melanie. Sure, she said. Okay, I packed him in my suitcase. I can't wait to show you. I'm so excited, Melanie stated, but all she could think about was kissing Adam. She wanted him to be her boyfriend. Sam and Carly had a boyfriend. She wanted one of her very own. She wondered if Adam wanted a girlfriend, too. Neville and Mandy were plotting in the back portion of the plane.
Oh no.
The same plane.
They're all on the same plane. When we get to the house in Haddonfield, we need to insist that we stay in Michael's room, Neville said. I have a secret computer lab set up in another hidden room that can be accessed from Michael's bedroom closet.
Shut up, Neville.
This was the secret room where Michael committed a lot of his first murders when he was young.
What?
Where'd you get this information?
How did
little
you
shit?
set up a secret computer lab?
In
You're not even there
Michael's
yet. Yeah, Michael.
Michael.
He killed small animals, but I hope no porcupines were harmed. Yeah, said Mandy as she chewed and snapped her bubble gum. No one can know we are secretly dating and have set up hidden cameras, traps, and props throughout the house to frighten Carly, Freddie, Sam, and the others. My plan is to scare them so badly they will abandon the project and fail the class, Neville said with a diabolical laugh.
It was pretty funny, Neville.
Yeah, sure, said Mandy. You're the best.
He's gonna put them in a Scared Straight episode.
I like how he said no one can know we are secretly dating and also set up all these hidden cameras, traps, and props.
Yeah.
You're in the back of the plane.
Yeah. Get ready for some fun. The iCarly gang is going to rue the day. They are going to rue it!
Yeah, well, the iCarly gang is flying first class, and you're in
Coach.
You're in coach back there, Neville.
You're in the fucking baggage claim.
I think you're kind of ruining the day right now.
Carly's dating Gibby.
Yeah. And that makes Neville so mad.
You think that happened in the Paramount Plus show?
Oh.
You think Neville has cameras on that situation?
Yeah.
Probably not, because Gibby didn't come back.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
He's one of the guys who like had a really bad time after that, and they didn't even. They did invite him back. He just didn't go.
Of course he didn't.
Yeah.
They made that poor stunt double break every bone in his body.
Absolutely, holy shit.
Dan Schneider thought it was the real Noah Monk, and he tried to push him off.
Was it a stunt double? I thought it was really him.
No!
What the hell?
It was not the real Noah Monk.
Oh my god.
The real Noah Monk did not die.
I don't even know if he was a legal adult at that point. He probably was. But yeah, the stunt double that slid off the ceiling broke like every rib in his chest.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Holy shit.
He bounced like a whole foot off the concrete.
He did. Oh.
Holy shit. And they used that in the show. That rocks. Mandy said nothing as she stared blankly into space, chewing and popping her gum. Neville, too, was in his own little world. He couldn't wait till he consulted with the cameraman he had left behind in the house of Haddonfield. He was going to catch the downfall of the iCarlys on film. He couldn't wait to broadcast their defeat on live TV. Meanwhile, in Haddonfield, the cameraman working for Neville was setting up several hidden cameras all over the house. He put one in every single room, even in each of the shower stalls.
Yep.
Neville
insisted to Mandy this is necessary for this plot.
We need like 3 in the shower stalls.
One in each. Don't worry, I have the fake shampoo bottles.
He needs every POV shot possible.
Yes, and the floor drain also.
Neville was going to see and record it all so he could use it against Carly, Sam, Freddy, and the others.
That's not...
Yeah.
What are you talking about, you idiot?
The cameras would capture every moment of the
I think
project.
they could use that against you, dude.
I like how they refuse to acknowledge what the project even is.
It's
Happening too.
that's his project. It's exploring the house of the killer, Michael.
Project, quote unquote.
Oh, wait. I skipped the chapter. Oops.
Did we start on chapter 2?
Apparently we
It
did.
started. That was perfect. We didn't even need to have the setup.
True.
Probably.
Hold on. I scrolled through real quick and saw a funny character name, so we have to read the first chapter. I guess I did that by accident. Okay, but we'll just cut back in later. Okay. Attention, I do not own iCarly or the other characters. Dan does. I also don't
Dan does not own those!
I also don't own the movie Halloween or the characters.
Dan Schneider owns all of them, all those kids.
Dan owns them.
He told them so.
October 21st. Carly Shay walked into her psychology class with her boyfriend Gibby Gibson.
Fuck.
Sam and Freddie were already in class, holding hands and talking about Sam's favorite subject, food. I am so hungry, Sam complained.
Shut up, Freddie said. It's class time.
After class, we'll all go to the cafeteria and get some apple pie, Carly suggested as she and Gibby took seats next to Sam and Freddie.
Suggested.
I like pie, Gibby said with sparkly eyes.
Gibby's so cool.
My baby's always hungry, Freddie said fondly of Sam. You need to feed me more, spoke Sam as she was nibbling on Freddie's wrist.
Sounds like Sam.
Yeah, these are not at all. Melanie Puckett, who was sitting directly in front of them, turned around to see her sister snacking on Freddie. You two are so cute together, she said, giving Freddie and Sam a smile. Melanie turned back around into her seat, ready to take notes. She was always the model student and the exact opposite of her twin. She loved all of her college courses and was getting perfect scores. They're in college, by the way.
Oh, okay.
The only thing missing in her life was a boyfriend. Sam had Freddie, and Carly had Gibby. Melanie really wished she had a handsome guy all of her own. The instructor walked into class, a stack of books in his arms. He went to stand at the podium in the front of the classroom. Today, we'll talk about our class project, he began after everyone had quieted. We are going to be studying serial killers and the reasons behind their actions. Sam perked her ears up as this really sounded like a subject matter that would interest her. Serial killers? Thought Sam. This sounds like fun. The class will be working on a psych project to determine why serial killers murder their victims and what drives them into becoming killers. For the first phase of this project, I will be sending several students from this class to Haddonfield, Illinois, to the infamous Michael Myers home in search of clues.
Oh my god.
Clues? What clues?
Oh, yeah. Something that they do not have the authority to look for.
Yeah.
Explain to Mr. Nichols, their psychology instructor. Do we have any volunteers?
You said you'd be sending them.
Yeah, Josh Nichols was just sending them to go to fucking Illinois.
What do you mean volunteers? You can't just send a couple of the students from class.
This
Whoever.
I'd like to volunteer myself and my boyfriend, Sam spoke up, quickly raising
Whoa.
her hand. Freddie about fell out of his seat when he heard Sam volunteering the two of them for the project. Very good, Sam. Anyone else? Said Mr. Nichols as he jotted down Freddie and Sam's name on the list. This is a crossover with Drake and Josh.
Whoa.
Do you think it's weird that he has a student that looks identical to his sister?
No.
There's no way I'm going there, Carly muttered softly.
Well, he didn't ask you, Carly.
My girlfriend Carly and I will go, Gibby called out.
Gibby, having a moment of sentience.
Thank you, Gibby, Mr. Nichols said, taking down their names as well. Gibby, Carly gasped, smacking him with her notebook. Well, we can't get separated from the other half of the iCarly gang, Gibby said in his own defense. Besides, it'll be fun. Fun? Carly squeaked. You call hanging out in a serial killer's home fun? Yeah, Gibby said quietly, rubbing his arm where Carly had slapped it hard with her notebook. Gibby, you are in so much trouble, Carly told him, wishing she knew some way out of this crazy project.
Just say you don't want to go.
He already wrote it down.
She's gonna kill that man in the Myers household.
She's going to be passive-aggressive to Gibby forever.
No, we already know she jerked him off in the next chapter.
She already smacked the shit out of him, gave him a cyst on his arm.
Mr. Nichols wrote her name down in permanent ink. It's soul binding.
Gibby wrote her name down in his notebook. His very specific notebook.
That he doesn't let anybody else see.
Yeah.
Okay, great, said Mr. Nichols. We just need 4 more volunteers. Are there any other brave souls in this classroom? I'll be brave, Neville spoke up from the front row. And I'd like to bring my friend Mandy along as well. Oh, great. Neville's coming. And Mandy, too, Sam said to Freddie, rolling her eyes. Too bad the ghost of Michael Myers wouldn't rise up from his grave and... Sam, that's just awful, Carly scolded, giving Sam a glare. Well, I can dream, can't I? Sam said with a little laugh.
A little lol.
She lolled.
Lol, Lamau.
Lamoa. Okay, Neville Papperman and his friend Mandy Valdez have been added to our list of volunteers. Anyone else? The instructor asked the class. Melanie glanced over at the guy she was crushing on, Adam Stone.
Wait, isn't Mindy like way younger than them?
No, this is Mandy. She was the other crazed fan that went to her house and then she locked them in their basement. I know, it's a different character, if you can believe that. Gibby showed up, he took his shirt off and wrestled her.
Oh yeah, Gibby did do that.
That's true.
And Guppy showed up too. They talk to Guppy like he's fucking brain dead.
He is.
Yeah, it got weirder as he got older.
They never stopped talking to him that way.
Even now they talk down to him.
That's
even
true.
now Gibby talks down to him.
Let's see, Adam Stone. Here was her chance to spend some time with this sexy guy, and maybe if she was lucky, she'd end up with a boyfriend by the end of the project. How about me and Adam? Melanie suggested to Mr. Nichols. I'm good at taking notes, so I can write up a report and find what. Stop laughing at a photo of Guppy Gibson.
It's like a candid photo of him shirtless. Why?
I like his modern form.
Form?
Yeah.
That's just him.
Yeah, his form.
They still make YouTube videos, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah, him and the two Gibby Gibsons had a channel called like Sad World or something.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm sick of all these students just like, okay. I'm sick of you showing photos on our audio podcast.
It's funny.
Describe it.
It's a very charming picture of Guppy Gibson with Saddam Hussein.
And what are they doing?
I don't think that was intelligible.
They're just standing there happy. And Saddam Hussein has his arm around Guppy.
I like my candid behind the scenes shot of Guppy without a shirt on, smiling in the iCarly room.
It's like Saddam is a theme park mascot.
They agreed to take a photo with him.
Yeah.
It's his dream come true.
Holy shit.
I'm sick of these adults volunteering other adults on their behalf. Stop! Stop! Why is there so much evil Guppy content?
Alright,
It's a JPEG of Guppy reading the Communist Manifesto, and he's pogging.
Why is there so much Guppy shit?
I'm looking into this rabbit hole.
Shut up!
Okay, later.
Adam could be my assistant. Excellent suggestion, Mrs. Puckett. You and Adam have been added to the list. I like how Adam doesn't object at all. He's in a whole other world. You'll have the weekend to pack. Then on the 24th, you'll be flying by plane to Illinois. And after one night in a motel, you will take a rental car to Haddonfield. And the group will stay. And that's going to need more than one car for 8 people.
This feels like a lot of planning for a college professor to do on behalf of their student.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
Do you think they have to pay out of pocket, too?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
You will buy a car.
You will buy a car?
You're going to rent a nice car, too.
Yeah, I don't want my students driving in a cheap car.
It look bad.
But I'm not paying.
The group will stay in the house for one day, day and night for 1 week, leading up to the night of Halloween. The house will be on lockdown.
This is getting weird.
No one can get in or out for 7 days. During that time, you will do your research. You'll be searching the house for clues. The goal of the project is to discover what made Michael Myers tick and commit his murders. Why did he become a serial killer? If you do well on this project, you will pass this class with flying colors. But if you chose to abandon the project, you'll fail, Mr. Nichols went on to explain.
This quest feels really ritualistic and weird.
It's a very unorthodox thing to do for a teacher.
You will have to stay in the house the 7 days leading up to Halloween.
You can't go trick-or-treating. You can leave a bowl of candy out for trick-or-treaters. Make sure they only take one.
Yeah.
That candy cost me a lot of money. Like $9 for a bag. Are you kidding me? Sounds great, but there will be plenty of food in the house, won't there? Prompted Sam.
It's like an abandoned murder house, Sam. No.
They haven't done anything to keep the house from deteriorating in the past 2 decades.
You'll be lucky if there's electricity.
It's true. It's a literal fucking.
You'll be lucky if
area.
nobody's filled it with illegally small cameras and a secret computer room.
2 secret computer rooms.
Don't worry, Miss Puckett. The house will be well stocked with food and everything needed for a 1 week stay, assured Mr. Nichols. Good, 'cause Mama loves to eat, said Sam as she gave Freddie a sexy little grin. I suggest you all go back to your dorms, then pack for the trip, then meet here in the classroom at 8 a.m.
just
sharp
got to
on the
class.
23rd. That's true.
I suggest
They
you
didn't
leave.
All the other students, we're going to actually learn. They're gonna bomb this test so bad.
So fucking bad.
The plane leaves for Illinois at 10 a.m. After class had dismissed, Sam, Freddie, and the gang, I don't like how it starts with Sam, Freddie, and not Carly, headed over to the cafeteria for apple pie and smoothies. Melanie and Adam
said
came
go
along
home
as
to
well.
pack, not go to the cafeteria.
Carly was still unhappy about Gibby volunteering the two of them. It's going to be fun, Carl, Sam said, wrapping an arm around Carly. If we get killed, I'll hate you forever, Carly said to her friends. Everyone laughed at Carly's absurd statement, but in the shadows, someone stood lurking and plotting. Carly Shay and her friends are going to pay, said Neville as he stood in hiding with Mandy. You'll pay, Carly Shay! I declare that you will rue this day! You'll rue it! Snorted Neville.
What did she do? He's just, like, attacking her.
He tried to kiss her once and she said no.
And he's still mad.
Yes.
That is his character, yes. Just being lastingly mad.
Okay, I can go back to where I left off in Chapter 2. Where they were talking about the cameras and the shower stalls. The cameraman had all the tech equipment set up. Anything that happened could be viewed by Neville and Mandy on their monitors within the secret room. He had just finished setting up the last camera, the one in the kitchen, when he was attacked by a man wearing a chilling mask.
Oh no!
He hardly had a chance to see his attacker. Michael? He gasped as his throat was slit. A bloody butcher knife fell upon the floor. A few minutes later, Michael committed another murder.
He didn't waste any fucking time!
It's not Halloween yet! The person who was working for the professor and overseeing the assignment was gruesomely killed in the pantry. Michael hid both of the bodies in the attic. Michael returned to his hidden room below the house.
His computer room. His gaming room.
He has a fucking big-ass gamer chair.
Neville set it up for him.
It plays do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do
It's his now.
as he's like clicking and pointing with playing Apex.
He was watching Neville plug in the 3080 Ti from the shadows, rubbing his hands together.
With a big headset over his expressionless mask. He's clicking, the camera keeps going back and forth really quickly between like his hands and his face as he kills so many on the battlefield. He had only a rat for company. It was lonely being a serial killer. Michael was resting when his college students arrived at the house. This is it?
They've been relegated to college students.
Yes. That's what they are.
They're not truly Instagram famous in the eyes of Michael.
He doesn't know them. They're in his house.
That's
That's
true.
all he cares about. This is like very harshly taken from Halloween Resurrected, where fucking Busta Rhymes held a cool internet show where he had a bunch of teens stay at the Myers house for views.
Oh.
I hope Guppy fights Michael Myers.
Busta Rhymes did a fucking karate spin kick into Michael Myers.
Whoa.
True.
That movie's so bad, but it's really funny. This is it, Sam said as they entered through the front door. It doesn't look that scary, said Adam. Yes, it does, said Carly as she shuddered. Even my goosebumps have goosebumps. We need to go in and get settled, pick our rooms, said Freddie. The refrigerator is stocked, and we know our assignment. Mandy and I get Michael's room, Neville cried out. Yeah, said
Okay.
Mandy. Sure. Mandy does not want to be here.
Yeah.
Let's all go pick our rooms, Gibby said with excitement. Carly and Melanie stared at each other. How could anyone think that this was an adventure? Michael's family had been brutally murdered in this house. The group started looking through the various rooms. Sam found the kitchen and the food. She stepped in a red sticky substance on the floor. What's this? She said. It looks like blood, Carly cried out in horror. It's not real. It's stage blood, Adam insisted. Someone's trying to scare us. It's probably part of the assignment, to see if we'll get scared and leave, Freddie said.
Part of the assignment.
the fucking... Why would he do that? This is already like a weird, very unorthodox, like, class assignment.
He just said go to Illinois.
If we leave, we fail, Melanie stated. I'm not leaving, said Adam as he puffed his chest out bravely.
How would he even know? You could just not do this.
Yeah. Who knows?
Take photos?
They have to check in.
Yeah, FaceTime him from the house.
There's just like in the living room, there's a huge display with him on FaceTime.
Are you Chromecasting the FaceTime? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go find our room, said Freddie. Neville and Mandy had already run upstairs to claim Michael's bedroom.
Why?
They want to fuck in the forever chamber. I think because Michael's one is the one connected to their secret computer room.
Oh, yeah. His secret computer room.
It's Neville's now. Are there bedrooms for all us? Melanie asked as she followed the rest of the gang up the staircase. I don't know, Sam replied. Gibby and Carly ended up taking the master bedroom. Freddie and Sam got the bedroom of Michael's older sister, Judith, and Mandy and Neville claimed Michael's bedroom. That left Adam and Melanie to camp out in the living room on the couch and love seat.
Oh.
Why do I have to sleep on the couch? Adam whined. The only thing left is the baby crib, Melanie reminded with a grin. And I don't think you'll fit. Okay, and the couch it is, Adam said as he reached out for Melanie's hand. She was happy to be having a sleepover with the guy of her dreams. The house is on lockdown now for 7 days, Freddie reminded. No one is getting in or out. We have to start looking for clues. We need to discover why Michael Myers became a serial killer. That's easy, said Sam. He was a sexual deviant. And you know that how? Adam asked. I've seen the movies, she said, rolling her eyes.
What are they going to discover in this house?
A world of hurt.
Like the professor set up an elaborate mystery box for them.
They're going to discover nothing and they'll come back empty-handed and he'll say, I mean, you win, so I guess A.
Yeah. He tried.
Michael's gonna lose a round online and get up from his chair.
He's gonna push his computer desk away. He's gonna boom, 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 boom.
Gonna blow off some steam really quick.
Yeah.
It's fucking gamer rage. I love when they do that. They change up the music to be a lot more violent when it gets serious. He starts swinging around.
They all
punches the wall.
They're all hiding behind the couch as he angrily stomps up to the fridge and pulls the G Fuel out and goes back upstairs.
He comes out of his fucking secret hole in the ground. And Melanie just looks over and she's like, nah. Probably nothing. Movies like that aren't real, Freddie stated. Tomorrow we'll start gathering clues. Until then, I suggest we all get settled and get some rest. Good idea, Fredward, she said as she gave him a sexy little look. I can't believe the two of you are actually thinking about having sex in Judith's bed, Carly exclaimed. Isn't that where Michael killed her and her lover? Let's all get naked and have an orgy, Adam teased.
Teased?
Oh, no.
Teased as he spoke bluntly.
I hate this Adam guy.
He's so nothing.
He's so nothing. He has no character.
He's gonna be the first to go.
Of course, he's the least important. Melanie blushed. Why not just you and me, she said to him in her mind.
No, not enough.
I swear the second Michael's rank drops.
I want you and...
Bronze!
He doesn't talk. He takes his rage out in other ways.
You can hear him grunt.
I just really like the idea of him silently standing up and his computer desk gets shoved back really far.
Breaking his own $20 Amazon Basics keyboard.
His wobbly IKEA desk.
He got fucking downed and his teammates suck. You iCarlys are such perverts. Mandy and I are going to bed, Neville announced. He took Mandy's hand and led her away toward Michael's room.
Mandy, my slave, and I are going to bed.
Mandy, my slut.
After they were alone, Neville laughed wickedly.
What do you mean you laughed wickedly?
You just did.
Tomorrow, the real fun begins. Get ready, Mandy. Carly and our friends are going to suffer.
Go to sleep, Mandy.
Do you guys want another chapter?
What is Neville going to do? Is what I want to know.
He's gonna put a fake spider over their head and then film it for live leak.
No, I'm falling asleep, but also
Okay.
I do want to know what he's going to do.
He's gonna paint his face white and get a fucking...
We can pick it up in the next iCarly episode or something.
Okay.
He's gonna paint his face white and wave a paper airplane around and hum the fucking Halloween theme.
Alright, cool. What a scary evening full of tights and frights.
Truly, my lord.
I read that story. One guppy stomping around in the Michael Myers outfit in the dark.
I rate that story. The light of the monitor in Michael's eyes as the color of his letter rank goes from A to B.
I rate that 6 security cameras and the single shower stall out of 6.
Beautiful.
Stop looking at Guppy!
He's got like a drink. What's going on here?
You both keep pulling up pictures of Guppy.
Whoa, he's got a babe.
He does. I think that's the lady that plays his mom in this show.
He's always making the same pose, and people are posing with him.
He's cool. He knows his good side. As a member of ISIS, he killed his father with a peanut butter jar. Later, he was murdered by George W. Bush in an attempt to stop his addiction to masturbating.
Gibby Gibson.
My God.
What's Gibby thinking about?
What is he thinking about?
I really liked Carly whacking him off on the plane.
That was pretty good.
It was just like his head on his shoulder, just in pure ecstasy. Stop! Stop showing me images on our podcast!
I just found one that's called a lost episode. I Tupac got shot.
Show me afterwards. That's really funny.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Our next episode is going to be our annual Dragon Ball episode, because we do one every single year, because that was the one we started on, and that's the only reason we have for it.
Okay, see you next time.
Have a good night, guys. See you then.
See you next time. That was a little gamer reference. You know about that? Mario says that.
It's true.